We welcome you to the Heartland, 7 miles from downtown Kansas City, GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium for more than a half-century, the home of the Kansas City Chiefs. With Greg Olsen, Mike Tirico up here in the booth. So glad that you are along with us. Greg got a couple offenses here that love to take their shots down the field, so the defenses really have their task right in front of them if they want to win this game.
Yeah, no question. I think as many of the matchups that we've dove into this entire week, it really comes down to which defense puts a lid on the opposing passing game and prevents as many big plays as possible. We see it week in and week out. The correlation between generating big plays, especially through the air, directly leads to the ability to score points. So make teams go the long way. You know, the defense, old saying is make them snap it again.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Right to the air, here's Goff. Going to get that into the hands of his receiver, Mike Williams. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a 1st down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Tight end going in motion here. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And good hard running will get him down close to a 1st down. Might be a yard short.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
He'll try and get there on the ground.
That's such a deflating feeling for a defense here on 3rd and short. They've got great coverage, but they don't account for the quarterback picking it up with his legs. It's exactly what he's able to do here on the scramble. Fresh set of downs.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll run again.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They send the tight end in motion. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll get this out to his running back. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Goff. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. 0-0 is the score. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Throwing here is Goff. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game.
Still second down.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive, and here's 3rd and 4.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st, and he slams it in there, and he is in. Ezekiel Elliott, touchdown. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. The kick is good, and his guys will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Going to return this from the 10. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
As the quarterback takes the field, Mike, it feels like there might be a little bit extra pressure than your standard opening drive. The other team did such a great job taking up the entire first quarter, not only finishing with a touchdown, but letting you know you don't have all day. You might not get a million possessions here to try to score. Every time you have the ball, you better take advantage of it, because every time you give it back to your opponent, it could be a while before you see it again.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
He'll look to throw. Off he goes. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the first down, get down. The drive continues. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. And he's into the end zone. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Atlanta.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Here's Ladd McConkey to return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So now this team's offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Goff. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by him, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down. So, 1 touchdown apiece for our two teams. 7-7 on the board here at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, Coach, 2nd half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Could not ask for more from that 1st half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Falcons offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Low-scoring game, all time, third quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. This throw right side is caught by Hill.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Back to throw. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll look to throw again. To the outside, that's caught by Hill. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He gets this into the hands of Green. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's 1st down. They'll stay on the ground. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Second and 7.
Come on.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 3.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the one, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards. Second down, goal to go. Now this time they'll look to throw. And he cannot get away, brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. A massive play here. Late, tie game, third down. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. There is a marker down, but I think this score is going to hold up.
Offside, defense. That penalty is declined.
Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons will move out to a 14-7 lead. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. This team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll drop to throw. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. Still on his feet. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25. It's a big play when they needed it the most. It covers 51 yards.
What did he tell us during the week, Mike? He says, I want to get more involved in the passing game. And I'll tell you what, I can understand why he feels that way. I mean, to take that intermediate throw and turn it into a big explosive play, they got to continue to get that guy the ball.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Goff. He's going to tuck it and go.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on first down.
They come up for 2nd and 2. Here's Goff. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
Watch the eyes of this quarterback, Mike. He understands as he goes from his first to his second read, there's no reason to force something downfield. Check the ball down, get it in the hands of your running back, and pick up a positive play.
Goff to throw on first down. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. Throwing, Goff. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within one, and a two-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Mike, I know everyone has their opinions about whether to kick it or go for two, but my honest opinion is I don't even think there's a decision to be made. I'm keeping my offense on the field. We've practiced all week for our gotta-have-it two-point play. Dial it up. Do not play for overtime. Win this game now in regulation.
So now the extra point to, in all likelihood, send us to overtime. Now, how about this? It's a fake. This will be incomplete. Not sure what they could have seen that makes this a good call. Going for it with a fake on an extra point, and they get nothing out of it. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. He fields it at the 8. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. So it's a win here for the Falcons. They knew this would be a dogfight away from home, and they were right. But they come away with a hard-fought victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.